Howdy folks, hope you're all having a great weekend and welcome back to another episode of Warhammer 40,000 Chaos Gate Daemonhunters, where we have a bit of a good news, bad news situation. The bad news is that the Demon Prince Cadex that we first encountered on board the Eldar craft world just rammed the ship, conducted a boarding action which resulted in the destruction of the Codex Toxicus, which is our only means of tracking down the locations of the last two of the 5 Demon Princes. Oh, and I had to blow up a planet and a couple of billion people died. The good news is we took Cadex alive. Also, that planet isn't corrupted anymore. But we have to find a way of making Cadex talk. So, to the research screen, Batman. Yeah, you can see here, all of these options are now unavailable with the Codex Toxicus destroyed. However, over here, the domination of Sorry, what was that? Technically, I didn't have to destroy a planet and kill a few billion people. Well, I mean, yeah, I suppose. But I was busy. My time's precious. I'm a busy gnome, and I couldn't be bothered to do things the hard way. Plus, at the end of the day, the planet was cleansed of chaos corruption. You know, we need to focus on results here. Anyway, I still have time to reach one of these bloom manifestations. So that's good. Yes, look, over there a pony. Look at the pretty colours. Let's not argue and grumble over who stabbed who. This is supposed to be an happy occasion. Right. Oh, nice. I mean, the level of corruption here isn't that bad. This mission should be a nice training run for, You know, I think Justicar Balls is the only Marine I have who isn't rank 9 yet. Win the mission without using grenades. For bonus requisition points that I can't actually spend because Grandmaster Kai is an utter git. And he's locked armory access. He spat his dummy out and threw all his toys on the floor, and I refused to destroy all of the chaos seeds that I'm using to upgrade my equipment. Anyway, so we'll go ahead and unequip all of the grenades. I'm sure at some point in the future, when Grandmaster Kai isn't on his period, we will eventually be able to spend those requisition points in the armory, and we will kick off this mission with a double dose of Justicars, Justicar Balls, who is just rank 6, Justicar Iolanthus, who is not, along with Interceptor Storm, and Librarian Foros.
The Astra Militarum are engaged in a protracted campaign below.
The Bloomspawn will have easy access to loose biomatter, consuming it to accelerate their growth.
Then we must bathe every last one in purifying flame.
Nice, simple, locate and destroy the Bloomspawn missions. In fact, you don't even have to locate them, the game tells you where they are. And with Librarian Foros on the team, they use the old Gate of Infinity trick and teleport everybody on top of the Bloomspawns as soon as they're... Well, I say everybody. I mean the Set the Storm. Let's face it, he's probably going to be doing most of the heavy lifting. Although I should probably try to save some of the kills for Justicar Balls. He is here to earn experience after all. Yeah. Oh, there we go. First patrol guarding the first Bloomspawn. Right. So, I'm probably going to have to spend a turn getting everybody into position. Well, I say everybody, I mean Librarian Foros. I'll spend the next turn. In fact, you know what, I'll just cut to it and I'll show you. Now, you need to make sure he's got one action point left so he can Gate Infinity everybody over there, but you move him up to spot the... What? Really? You can't see them from... Oh, I don't have the Gate of Infinity stratagem. I can't just teleport everybody. No. Right. And you know what's going to happen here? If I go end turn now, somebody is going to walk around that corner and see everybody. Oh, they didn't. Alright, the patrol guarding the Bloomspawn just didn't move. Alright, let's try that again. Still can't see them. It'll even... There we go, finally. Right. Oh shit, we had a chaos spawn. Ah, you know what? This is fine. They have a Chaos Spawn. We have Interceptor Storm. I know who I'm putting my money on. They do also have reinforcements. Oh. Yeah, the Chaos Spawn has a 50% chance of mutating every time you hit it. And it just mutated even though I didn't hit it. It now has 100% resistances. Right, okay. Ooh, yellow seeds. I really hope I remember to bring some extractor servo skulls. I should have, since I don't have any grenades in this mission. Oh, nice. Librarian Forrest gets a refund of one of the 5 willpower points that he spent for the teleport. Justicar Balls is packing an extractor servo skull, so we'll relieve the Chaos Spawn of the yellow seed that it's carrying. And now, Vortex of Doom from the good Librarian. Where are we going to get the most bang for our buck? Yeah, I think that's about it. We can't hit the Chaos Spawn as well. Alrighty. Librarian Forest does still have an action point, so we'll go ahead and at least kill something. Start thinning out the numbers. We'll come back to Interceptor Storm in a moment. I do really need to be killing stuff with Justicar Balls here. He's the one who needs the experience. So, Hammerhand crit on the Chaos Spawn? Why not? +3 damage is looking tempting, but inflicting vulnerability is better, because it means it's going to take +2 damage with every hit that it takes. And you can mutate all you like, Sunshine. You are not going to survive long enough to get any benefit from those mutations. Oh, actually, the +4 armor is kind of worrying. It'll be fine. Right, Islanthus. Yeah, let's go ahead and kill that. Oh, there is a patrol, but it should be alright. On the far side of a wall, although I have been caught out by that before. Right, let's actually get this bloom spawn killed. Crit, +2 damage, 14 hit points left. And I just have Intercept the Storm left. Oh, and none of the Justicars can give them one of the chapter because they've used all of their action points. So, I think I might have to use the Quicksilver stratagem, just to be on the safe side. So, 2 extra action points for the good Interceptor. And, I mean, these guys are close enough together that the teleport strike should be able to hit both of them. It does. Nice. And we'll end up there, and yes, we will warp charge it. Extra damage is nice. What's the Chaos Spawn doing now? It's now doing +2 damage with all of its melee strikes, but it isn't going to get to hit anything. Do I really want to force strike that? Let's have a look. I don't need to force strike it, it is taking +2 damage from every hit. So 2 more hits and it should be dead. Especially if I keep critting like that. Yeah. It would be a waste of willpower. It's going to take 2 more hits anyway. My worry here... Oh no, I should be okay. I should be fine. He still has 2 action points left. That's enough to kill the bloom spawn. In fact, I didn't even need to force strike that one. 2 action points remaining. Oh, hang on a second. Reinforcements. Oh, why am I still in combat? Yeah, there's that thing. Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, it all depends on what it is that comes through that Chaos Gate. I'll move Interceptor Storm over there. Oh, I'm not liking the look of those 2 patrols. We're probably going to have to deal with one of them. And we have... a fetid bloke there. Some plague bearers. Is that it? Seems like it. Oh! Right. More reinforcements. Shit. It'll be fine. I have Librarian Foros and Interceptor Storm. Everything will be fine. Speaking of which... Remember, these plague bearers have got a 50% chance to parry the first melee attack made against them. Unless that melee attack comes from somebody like Intercept the Storm. His attacks cannot be parried. But ideally, I'm going to be shooting them. I mean, even more ideally, I'll be reducing them to low health with everybody else, and then shooting them and killing them with Justicar Boars, because he's the one who needs the experience. My main concern right now is killing that fetid bloat drone, because there is a patrol on the other side of that door. And the bloat drone has a nasty habit, if you don't kill it instantly, of going charging off straight through obstacles and dragging other patrols in. So, that thing has to die. Iolanthus, crit. Now, do not destabilise it, right? The +4 damage is very, very tempting, but it will go flying off in a random direction. And when I say random, I mean straight towards the nearest patrol. And it did it anyway. God damn it. Man, that was... Alright, I'm going to get the patrol. There's no way. Unless I shoot it. One more shot will kill it. Oh yeah, of course, support fire from Intercept the Storm. Because if I'd run anybody over there to engage it in melee, the patrol would have seen me. I don't know how the patrol didn't see the fetid bloat drone exploding and blowing down the wall next to them, but I am not arguing. Now to finish off the plague bearers, so I'm going to do what damage I can from range with the storm bolters. And yeah, I do kind of realise I am doing this arse about tit. I was using Justicar balls there to soften them up, and now I'm finishing them off with, well, everybody else. Well, it should be the other way around, because Justicar balls is the one who needs the experience, but it'll be fine. I'm sure he's coming out of this one with a promotion. I mean, honestly, when you get a crit, when Intercept the Storm gets a crit on a plague bearer, it really doesn't matter which option he chooses, because it's not going to survive. to live with the consequences of whatever ability he critted off. Right, yeah, there's the other Chaos. At least no more reinforcements, we just have to deal with the ones that are coming in right next to that patrol. And it's another fetid bloat drone, and I think another 2 plague bearers. Oh, the question is, do I hope that they don't drag that other patrol in with them, or do I just take this fight in my own terms? Go for that patrol now. Because I'm probably going to have to take the patrol out anyway. It is between me and the last Bloomspawn. And every single time I've tried to be sneaky and avoid the patrols, I've always ended up pulling them at the worst possible moment anyway. Then again, that patrol still does not know I'm here. And the reinforcements that came through the Chaos Gate do know I'm here and are going to be heading in this direction. And if I can control the way that they move, they will not drag the patrol with them. So that's going to mean getting people back up onto the platform where the Bloomspawn was. Yeah, there's a solid wall between the patrol and the reinforcements. So the patrol isn't even aware that the reinforcements are there. Now I could move Intercept the Storm all the way up there and still have the 1 action point left to do Overwatch, but nobody else would be able to get up there and do Overwatch with him.
Yes, sir.
So instead, if I move him here, I can set up Overwatch on the stairs.
We strive.
And then I've at least got the chance that one other member of the squad, at least, like Librarian Forest for example, is going to be able to get here and have enough action points to do the same thing. Next, Justicar Iolanthus. No, he doesn't have enough action points. So this is what I was worried about. I didn't want Intercept the Storm being the only one in the line of fire, because he doesn't have all the bonus armor that everybody else does. Right, come on then. Here comes the bloat drone. And it's stopping short of detection range. Oh well, I can't shoot it. Really? I can't see it. There's no line of sight. Which means, I mean, because line of sight works both ways, or at least it's supposed to. and yet it knows exactly where I am and it can target me with indirect fire. Well, that doesn't really seem fair, does it? Right, not messing around anymore. Librarian Foros. Where can I move him to for 1 action point? Oh, of course he's hobbled now, isn't he? So it's going to take him 2 whole action points just to get there. Right. Vortex of Doom? Yep, it's going to hit 2 of them. Next up, Iolanthus. He's hobbled as well, so he can move up to there and still have 1 action point. That will have him in shooting range of the fetid bloat drone, and, more importantly, shooting and killing range of one of the plague bearers. Next, Intercept the Storm, who is also hobbled. But that's fine. That's what teleport's for. Right, you're in the shit now, boy. Oh, and there's the other patrol. Don't forget there were 2 of them. 2 hits will be enough, and I'm not destabilising it. No, don't do that. It'll go flying off in a random direction. Just disable anything else and then kill it. Right. Oh, and he gets the willpower point back, obviously, for the kill. Oh, there were 2 plague bearers. Okay, I completely forgot. That one's on me. And of course, Justicar Balls is way too far back to do much of anything. I mean, I could honour the chapter on Intercept the Storm. That would have given him 3 action points, 2 bonus plus the 1 he has remaining. That would have been more than enough to get down there and kill that plague bearer with 3 action points. I really should have done that instead of setting up Overwatch. Because now the plague bearer, it is going to get hit, but it ain't going to die, and it gets to hit Intercept the Storm, which is less than ideal. I mean, it's dead this turn, obviously. But I could have done that without taking any damage at all.
Yes, Commander.
And while I remember, I must get the kill with the Justicar, so we're going to soften it up with Intercept the Storm, and then we'll switch to Justicar Balls so he can get the kill with a ranged attack, which cannot be blocked, dodged, or parried. And finally, we're out of combat. Right, does anybody have a Medicaid Servo Skull? Because I don't really want to use the mass purification stratagem if it's only Intercept the Storm who's injured. Well, he's not the only one who's injured. In fact, Justicar Balls is the only one who's completely uninjured, because he wasn't hit by the indirect fire from the fetid bloat drone. But the others, Iolanthus and Forest, they only have very minor injuries. Still, it would be a bit of a waste of the mass purification stratagem. Anyway, on to the final bloom spawn, and we're going straight through that patrol to get there. Hopefully without dragging the other one in as well.
On the hunt.
Oh, no. I mean, I didn't mean to do it this turn. I didn't think Intercept the Storm would get line of sight. I thought I was still going to have until the end of the turn to set this up. So, 1 Plague Marine, a couple of Plague Bearers, and a Plague Ridden. Oh, Plague Ridden, of course, has the Cloud of Flies ability that reduces range damage into the area of effect, but it's not going to reduce an orbital bombardment. Yeah, how'd you like them apples? A couple of seed carriers in there as well. I'm seeing some purple seeds there, or are they pink? You know what, I don't know. Of course, I have the Reflective Insight ability, which means I can use stratagems more than once during the course of a mission. Right. Now then. Now they've all been nicely softened up.
What is your will?
Justicar Balls. He's too far back to actually take any direct part in this fight, but he can honour the chapter on Intercept the Storm, who just absolutely tears melee enemies apart. I think that will do. Yeah, I think we'll warp charge it and guarantee a kill on the second Plague Bearer. Otherwise it would have been left on about 1 hit point. Let's not forget there's a Chaos Marine back there with a hazard spray as well. So we'll kill the Plague Ridden. You know, I do believe he's going to be able to kill the Marine as well. Yes, he is. You know, some say that my over-reliance on buffing the shit out of Intercept the Storm and then sitting back and laughing maniacally as he kills everything that he sees is one day going to come back to bite me in the arse. And that may be true. But in the meantime... Yes, let's use the Medicaid Servo Skull, I think. Or actually, maybe I can kill that last Marine. Let's see. Oh, I don't know. 10 hit points and 3 armor. Smite, however, I think if I warp charge it, it does bypass armor, but then I have to follow this up with another armor piercing attack in order to kill him. Which I'm not sure I can do.
No devil shall elude my gaze.
Oh, wait a second. I've still got Iolanthus at the back there. I mean, Balls has used his Honor the Chapter, but Iolanthus hasn't. Well, I've got Balls selected anyway. He still has 2 action points. He can't do anything direct with them, but let's at least get the squad back together. Iolanthus, of course, way too far back to do anything useful. Other than Honor the Chapter, and I think this time I'm going to do it on the Librarian. Why the hell not? Yeah, Quicksilver as well. Again, because I've got 2 uses of the Reflective Insight ability. Now then.
My blade is ever
Yeah, I think I may have overdone it, actually. Because he is suffering range and cover penalties for using the Storm Bolter. Get over there and smack him with a warding stave. That works. So it's nice to give Librarian Foros a chance to shine. Plus, I need to gain some willpower back on him for the kill. I want to make sure he has enough willpower to do both the Warp Charge, Gate of Infinity, Squad Teleport, and the Vortex of Doom when we engage that final Bloomspawn. Speaking of which, here it comes. As you've probably noticed, my tactic now is to run Librarian Foros up first, so that he catches sight of the mission objective, and then he can teleport the rest of the squad forward with him. They don't need to keep up with him. Previously, without the use of the Librarian, I had to try to keep the squad together and only move forward 1 action point at a time, which it was cumbersome, but it was the safest way to do it, because as soon as the guy in front caught sight of the enemy, without a teleport ability of some kind, everybody at the back would have to waste action points getting up and into melee range. With Librarian Foros acting as the scout, I don't have to do that, because whatever he can see, he can teleport everybody to. Even though for some reason now I suddenly can't see the Bloomspawn, but that's fine, I know where it is. Gate of Infinity up. And there are 2 seed carriers there as well. One of them a green seed, one of them a yellow seed. And I really don't give a shit about the green seed. I must have something like 90 of them. So I don't care if I don't extract that, but I will have the yellow seed. So just to call Balls, free action, use the Extractor Servo Skull, grab that yellow seed. Now, of course, as RNG would have it, the random placement from the Gate of Infinity Teleport has put Intercept the Storm right at the back. I mean, that's not a problem, because he can just teleport to whatever he wants to kill anyway. But I do want to make sure that Justicar Balls gets a good promotion at the end of this mission. So I am going to use Iolanthus to Honor the Chapter. I know, a radical move, using Honor the Chapter on somebody other than Intercept the Storm. He is going to Honor the Chapter on Justicar Balls. I will then use my final stratagem and stack +3 stun on everything. And now here come the executes. This is why I didn't bother with Honor the Chapter on Intercept the Storm. He's not going to need it. There's a stun. Here's the execute. And there's 1 bonus action point for everybody. Who are we going to execute next? That's a shame. We kind of... You know what? I'll take the hit. I'll take the hit. It won't kill anybody. But I need to get another execute off. There's the stun. use the execute. And that's another bonus action point for everybody. And now he can do the same thing here. He'll probably, well, maybe be able to kill the Plague Ridden. I'm just trying to farm as many kills as possible here. And the word of the Emperor Stun has now given everybody so many action points as a result of these chain executes. See how many of them we can kill before I have to deal with that bloom spawn. I want to kill it as much as I possibly can in one turn. And yes, I know the Plague Ridden and everything that was standing around it was standing right on top of the plasma cell. I know I could have shot the plasma cell, but you don't get executes by shooting plasma cells, and that would have scattered them all around and made it more difficult to execute them all in melee. Hang on, Jingles, you don't get executes when you shoot people with Psy Bolts either. No, that's true, but when Interceptor Storm's down next year, his Storm Bolter does bonus stun.
No devil shall elude my gaze.
So his reaction fire stunned that Plague Bearer, although I'm thinking maybe I really do need to start taking care of this bloom spawn rather than just farming kills. Oh, +2 damage. Get in there, my son. Go on, Iolanthus. Actually, hang on, we'll stick a pin in Iolanthus. He still has 3 action points left. Let's not forget that we're trying to farm XP here for Justicar Balls. And he has 6 action points as a result of all those executes. So let's start smacking up the bloom spawn with him. It's not bad, you know, he's doing 6 damage with each hit. Right, the bloom spawn is now a one-shot kill. What can I do with everybody's remaining action points? And when I say everybody, I mean Iolanthus and Balls. So Iolanthus can grab another execute because that Plague Bearer is still stunned. So that's another bonus action point for everybody, including the 2 guys at the back there. The 2 superstars, Phoros and Storm, who were out of action points. We'll kill this thing. Now, Iolanthus is a juggernaut. So we've just got the bloom spawn and 1 bloom pod left. So can Balls grab an extra kill with his Storm Bolter? He's got the action point, or does he? He's only doing 1 point of damage, which means he might have the action points, but he doesn't have the ammunition. The Storm Bolter, well, you could see from that shot, range and cover penalties are robbing the Storm Bolter of any effectiveness here. He's only doing 1 damage. So he's going to run out of ammo before he runs out of action points. And honestly, I don't really need to kill that thing. It's worth trivial amounts of XP. Let's just get this done and go home in time for tea and medals.
Good show. The source of this corruption has been cleansed.
Glory to Xiphos.
Normally this would be the part of the mission where I'd celebrate by having my pick of new items from the armory, but, well, Grandmaster Kai's still having a hissy fit and he's refusing to let us play with any of his toys. Shit. 10 servitors though. I'm sure that's going to come in useful. And 3 requisition points. But did we get a promotion for Justicar Balls? Yeah, I know. Armory access locked. Tell me something I don't know. Yes, I'm satisfied. Wait a minute. Intercept the Storm, wounded for 84 days? What the actual fuck? Yeah. Promotion for Justicar Balls, I get it. He's rank 7 now, whatever. Quick, we'll give him, oh, I don't know, this and that. 84 days? What? Tech Priest Lunette, is there something wrong with the ship that you have neglected to inform me of? Yes. What's wrong with the Apothecarium? Ah, yeah, that would do it. It turns out that when a Chaos Strike Cruiser rams itself into the guts of the ship, it does slightly more damage than just scraping the paintwork. I mean, it seems obvious when I say it like that. But it would have been nice to have been informed. I'm just saying. God, I have to do everything around here. Well, luckily it's only going to take 5 days to repair. Unfortunately, it means I'm going to have to put the upgrades to the ship's void shields on hold. But hey, what can you do? I'll tell you what we can do. We can crack on with the interrogation of the Demon Prince Cadex, which should be happening in the very next episode. In the meantime, I hope you've enjoyed this one. I hope you're all having a great weekend. And as always, be pure, be vigilant, behave.